Alright, today this is Somber and we're going to be doing a game, Dungeon of the Endless. I'm going to try to do a little playthrough of this. It is a lot of fun. It is a roguelike game done in the universe of Endless Space. Endless Space is a 4X game and it has actually been a lot of fun for me, and I might actually do a Let's Play of that later on. But, for now, Dungeon of the Endless. Let's go ahead and get started. It appears that something is terribly wrong with this ship. I would imagine it's all those holes from laser beams, but who knows? Escape pod. This never ends well. Well, you know, except for those who actually escape. But let's go ahead and try this out. It's important to remember this is a beta, an early access edition of this game. And let's go ahead and meet our cast of characters for today. Alright, and Dungeon of the Endless, you have a few resource systems, your characters, and what it ends up being is you have to protect this crystal while exploring the dungeon further. So you have to both explore and delve out while protecting from waves of enemies that will be coming towards you. Eventually you will find the exit, and one of your characters will have to mad dash carry this crystal from one end of this world to the next. The resources are industry, which will help you build modules and other things. Food, which will help you both heal and develop your character in levels, as well as sometimes you'll be able to recruit. And dust. Dust right now is used primarily, there are merchants where you can buy things, or, as I'm going to show you shortly, when I open this door, it can be used to power a room. Once you power up a room, you can build modules, big modules in these slots, small modules in these ones. And we're going to go ahead and say that you can actually actively play this game and then pause, give your characters commands, which are really to tell them what room you want them to be in, because you cannot directly control what actions they're taking in that room. Let's go ahead and see who we have. You won't always get the same characters, and they won't always do so well. Let's see, we've got a stoic gun, or a sonic gun, sorry. And I don't think either of these guys use guns. We have hero Sarah Nermis. She can apparently repair skill modules. She's very fast, has some defense, very low HP, pretty good attack power, and she's melee. She seems to use a sword. And then we have Obot DV8. You can also repair modules, use the spear. Not as fast, but higher defense, HP, and lower attack. I'm going to go ahead and use him to defend most of the time. We're going to build our first module in here. Build an industry module, so every time we open a door, which is how the turns progress, we will get whatever the pluses are up here. So right now, I'm going to get 10 industry a turn, 2 food a turn, and with that food, we can use it to level up our characters. I can actually afford to level her up right now. I'm going to do so. Since she's so fast, I'm going to use her as my explorer. Ooh. And here's another room and a blueprint. So, we seem to be progressing quite nicely in what we are finding here. Build a module, and the good thing about a little side room like this with a big module slot is that once you power it up, enemies won't spawn in it. And you don't have to actually put any defensive modules in there because nothing's ever going to run that way. So, I am going to go ahead and keep moving forward. Unlike the luck of my last room, this one just seems to have some items in it. And we will check out what those items are now. A Fuzi. A simple submachine gun. One that is, apparently covered with furs and blood. The Fuzi. Not to be confused with the Fujis. And, already we've got our first wave. Go ahead and put these both here to defend. Notice that she is getting low on health. You can either spend food to heal her or just have her run like a little girl and hope that she survives. our characters will end up healing after every single round, so while it is okay to heal, if you can get away with it, it's better to just kind of back off and then just let them spread the damage around a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and actually build a couple modules in here of defense ones. These will just fire on things that come in here. I'm going to move my defensive line up just so that the next time I open the door, if I get a wave, they will come running this direction and I won't have to defend. Alright, opening the door. We found enemies. Gonna go ahead and run back. Let them come to my team. And defend in here. Those guns are already helping a lot more than I thought they would. Still can't quite afford to open up another room. As you see, every 10 things of dust, you are able to unlock another room. And right now, I'm just kind of holding on by the skin of my teeth and hoping that these characters don't go ahead and murder themselves. I'm finding a lot of good items, but sadly none of them are usable by the characters I have. So hopefully I will either recruit a character with a gun or find a merchant which I can sell these to, just to get enough dust to get another room up and running so I can kind of move this along in more of a defensive manner. And another wave. It gets easier and easier to defend the more resources you accumulate and more things you throw down. But at this point, this is really not worth defending, as I'm going to hopefully be moving forward. So you only want to do a little bit of defense at a time while you're moving forward, just to see if you can actually manage to afford to power up the next room. And now this will be my new choke point. This is kind of an awkward setup here, because as I have it, enemies can spawn from 3 areas, but they only have 1 area to run down towards me. If I were playing a little bit smarter, I would have opened this up, saw the dead end, stopped there, and then just kind of going in one direction, so I can only have to defend in one direction for as long as time as possible. But I'm not that good of a player, so right now we're gonna make a food substitute, make some food, put a healing module in here so my guys will heal while they're in the room during combat, and put some combat modules in here, make the defense go a little smoother. And I now have enough to actually level this guy up, but he does not seem to be in dire need of it right now. I'm going to hold off on it in case I needed to recruit somebody or heal. I'm just trying to build some of that up right now because I am in desperate need of more dust. Although I did find an item. I'm going to pause the game, see what item I end up finding. Another gun. Beautiful. If only I could teach these guys to hold these guns, shoot them, or in any way be useful to my party. Oh, another item. And 2 waves, which I'm going to go ahead and pause, see if that item was anything useful this time. It was an iron shield, which I'm going to go ahead and throw on her because she seems to be taking more damage. And run these guys back here. Try to get in and defend. He seems to be attacking the module rather than the people, which can be unfortunate. This guy is running right past my defenses trying to go for my crystal. If they do reach my crystal, which I'm really hoping they will not, they will start taking dust away with every hit, essentially just weakening me and making it so I can't advance at all. Ooh, I found industry, which is good, but if I can't have any more rooms to build anything in, that industry is just going to go to waste. Like I said, a lot of running back and forth, a lot of defending. It is going well, I think. I have to say that these characters are not as strong as some of the characters I have had in the past. They seem to be almost 2 of my least favorite characters that I've had spawn so far. She seems very fast, but other than that, seems pretty useless. And there is the exit. And should I have the power to do so, I can try to pick this up and run there. But it's important to remember that as I pick it up and run there, I'm going to have a lot of things spawning on me doing it. And like I said before, these characters are terrible. So, with that new dust, I'm going to go ahead and build another module. And I'm going to start developing my power source towards the actual exit so that I can have some defenses so that when I do have to run there, I might stand a chance. I say might because I don't honestly assume I will. This is... Ooh, found some hostile creatures. Go ahead and move both my characters up here. See if I can't defend here a little better. They seem to be shooting things and fighting, but overall, that was one more room down. The first floor of Endless Dungeon is anything but endless, it seems. Oop, more industry. I think this is my time to run. Sit back and heal. And look around to see if I missed anything, because usually you get at least a chance to recruit one member of your team. And it looks like I might have fully explored this dungeon to no avail. And with that, I'm going to start powering down unnecessary rooms and power up what I'm going to just think of as the straight shot there. Any resources you've gathered will carry over to your next thing, other than dust. Dust seems to reset every time you do so. So, we go ahead and power down all unnecessary rooms. Come back to the crystal. And she is so fast, she's going to be my runner. I'm going to go ahead and level him up once at least. And have her pick up this crystal. Pause the game. And begin running immediately. I'm going to go ahead and also have some defenses building. Just to have a hope of reaching there. She's just going to run there. I'm going to really just have this guy... Oh my goodness. I forgot my crystal. This is not going to go well. Heal him. And try to defend him. I cannot believe I was so careless with my crystal. My powering down. Everything is... Rooms are powering down. I am losing health. And I am not defending him so well. Glad I saved some of that resource to heal with. But... really, it seems like I will make it to the second floor of this dungeon. Come out with 88 resource industry department and 38 food. I am a rich man. Not in monetary means or skill, but they are alive. A trusty robot companion and this terrible swordsman, which I think has earned herself a level. Continue our exploration of this dungeon. See if we can make ourselves one more floor. And already got some creatures. And she's already taken a beating. But right off the back, we got a room to get our industry running. And our... Go ahead and throw down one or two defenses. I'm a little worried that this is going off in 9 different directions, and we're going to go ahead and try for left. Left was not a good choice, as there is no big resource holding. I'm going to power it up now, just because I have nothing else to power up. Ooh, we can recruit this guy for 30 food, which we do not have. But power up this room for now. And I'm going to actually just move my defenses up here. Try to defend this guy until we have the food necessary. Regret leveling up that lady, because I could have had one more member of my team. Nope. So gonna run over here and try and open another one of these rooms. See if we can find anything that's connected that I don't have to power up some of the empty rooms. And pause the game again, see what item we just picked up. We found a spare mag. Oh, that's actually not too bad. Look at her. She might actually be able to attack better, but I'm going to go ahead and give it to Robot here, or Obot, DV8. Master of DVRs and all other things. And with that, I will actually have 30 research points to recruit this gentleman and move him back to the choke point. This is actually going to be a long way to make before I can get food up and going, but this is just getting a little bit ridiculous how far I've come with no real defense. So we're going to move Oba and Mr. Red Swordsman here over here and continue our exploration to the right and to the left. See if we can't find a more accessible dead end. Oh, and a merchant who will let me sell him this wonderful pea shooter I have found for 4. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'll hold on to it. By the end of the mission, if we don't find something, I will end up selling it to him. He can have that pea shooter, be happy for him, and we will move on. But, ooh, once again, another new item in my inventory. A Ricewind, not to be confused with Rincewind, beloved character of the Discworld series. Ricewind is a machine gun, and seeing as every one of my characters is melee, this game has decided that it has an unquestionable hatred of me, and we will just continue powering through. And they are killing that merchant, so I might want to have to try and go and save him. And by killing, I mean kill. He is less of a merchant than I remember. I'm going to go ahead and set this up here. And I don't want to have to defend in too many positions at once, so I'm going to put one power box here. Level up my swordsman if I can. I can. Leave him here to defend. Move Mr. Spears this direction. And we will begin our process of moving left. See if we can find another dead end. If so, try to power up everything in one direction just so we don't have to defend. Keep a defender out here always. Ooh, a blueprint. Seems that I have found a medium turret in which to fire upon enemies and help defend. I'm going to go ahead and build one right there. And keep exploring. Another merchant. This one seems to wish to sell me a high-tech spear or crowbar, a fire stick, or a other t-shirt. All which seem to be expensive and things that are not going to go so well with my character setup. I'm going to go ahead and sell him this stuff because I am in bad need of being able to power things up. And I have no one to use these guns. Can hardly blame him for that, but I'm going to go ahead and start powering this direction just to get less waves from it and move forward. Alright, we are getting waves immediately from the merchant room. And I'm going to go ahead and move Swordsman down here to help with this. Spear guy might be okay, but I will give him an additional defense turret just in case. And try to live through this. Spear guy is not going to be okay. He is just getting decimated. Decimated or not, he is dead. I have to move my swordsman in here. Kill. Apparently, I'm just collecting his items. This has not been a great run so far. Level him up. Give him that spare mag. And have him try to defend where my trusty spearman failed to do so. We're just going to keep moving on. Try to find that exit and try to make our way out. Can't hope for much more. Well, I suppose you could. Hope to survive, but that's just not happening. Go ahead and waste some more food over here trying to keep her alive. Enjoying the fact that he is alive. And keep entirely in mind that through all this process, I have not even bothered exploring upwards. It is a big, happy world out there, and I am... Go ahead and unpower that, repower this, see if I can make it just one dead end less, which I fully explored down there. Did this, moving on. All this down here brought me such a large hunk of nothing, and they destroyed my ability to get food. Didn't even notice. Well, it's time to move on, continue my exploration. And I found a blueprint. What did we find today? We can increase the defense of heroes in the room and a heavy defense turret. Well, I have some risky business here. I need to be able to defend up here. I'm going to go ahead and build another industry. Go ahead and build 2 of these heavy turrets, which are quite costly. A small turret, and go ahead, do the same down here, because I have a feeling that my robot friend is not going to survive for long if I do not help him. Alright, time to continue my exploration. Help in finding my brave new world and my exit out of here. Alright, well, she's going to have to run all the way over there because defense-wise, I'm glad that there are some automated turrets because they are just bypassing everything and attacking it all at once. Once again, I can block that off, make it so I'm not getting another spawn. And hopefully, well, he cannot repair that unit and move on. I need to find the exit as soon as possible, or I am going to lose this, as I have been losing my poor, unfortunate, well, survivors, civilians, crash landers, and random guy with a sword I have hired for food. All, of course, the standard spacefaring adventures that you would knowingly love and keep around in a crazy space dungeon. Go ahead. Let Miss Blue Swordsman over here try to survive, repair, and move on. And go ahead and open up another door. Blueprint found. And luckily, no one has been popping out for the last couple of these. It's quite a big floor. And 2 new waves. Oh, Try to get her back in time to defend. And just let them come at the red swordsman. I have complete faith in his ability to try to survive. Build a healing module in here. Let's go down here and see how he's doing himself. He may need some backup because he's about to lose my module. And at least he survived himself. So let's go ahead and build another module here. And move on. One more room available to me. I'm going to go ahead and try to move up 9 defense points, build another defense module. Just 2 more heavy turrets. Just enjoy these heavy turrets because no one I have can even damage these things. So keep moving forward, try to survive. I have found the exit. I am going to go ahead and say that I am fighting a losing battle here, and I'm going to try and set up for making it run. Ooh, she's about dead. He is about dead. We are going to just send everyone back to the crystal room and make for as good of a getaway as I can. Power down all. Alright. See if we can power the exit up, see if I can lower my chances of running into baddies along the way. It should be a pretty smooth run if I just pick up the crystal and run with it there. Or it should be, had I actually began running when she was supposed to. But get her now. She's going to be the point of my defense. She's running too fast. Keep my defenses up. They are not happy with her, but she will make it. And that is one more level complete on Dungeon of the Endless. Again, getting out of here with a little over 100 industry. Only opened 32 doors, so there's more to go. Didn't think I could make it. Made a run for it. Made out with 41 food. We're going to go ahead and pause it here for the night. Go ahead and say that that was one good attempt. And we are going to stop, have a little bit of fun next time, and we will join you and hopefully make it a little bit farther or die terribly in Dungeon of the Endless. Let's play.